Welcome to another lovely episode of the PantyNectar Podcast. Thank you for popping in and listening. It is much appreciated. It is your host, PantyNectar here. And if you're live with me right now, then you see these adorable panties that I'm wearing right now. And I want to welcome my lovely co-host to the podcast, Mr. P.
Hello, PantyNectar. How are you, my dear?
Good. So I mentioned these panties, and I have something fun for everyone live with us right now.
What you got?
We are live on OnlyFans. Thank you, guys. You guys are continuing to pop on. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the PantyNectar Podcast. If you are live with us right now, then I wanted to let you guys know that you guys are going to be able to participate in a panty giveaway for this episode.
Panties.
The first ever panty giveaway on a live podcast. So super excited about that. If you would like to be entered and you're live with us right now, please comment that you'd like to be entered for these lovely. I love these panties. I'm kind of sad because they're really cute, right?
I like those too. I don't know that I've ever seen you wear those.
No, this is my first time.
I was going to say.
I know. So they are, for those of you that are not live with us right now, they are pink lace and they're pretty see-through. If you can catch it at the right angle, it's pretty see-through. But I'm going to be giving these away to one lucky listener. So if you're live on OnlyFans right now and you'd like to be entered, please comment. And at the end of the episode, I'll be choosing a winner.
Someone's going to get real lucky. I like them sitting here staring at them. And yeah, so they're the sexy thong. She's showing her pretty little booty right now. And, so they're all pink, but they had this black
little bow.
Yeah, black bow, like on the front right there. This just real small bow type thing. Yes, they are. So early congratulations to whoever wins. So are you going to ship them out tomorrow, I'm assuming?
Yes, shipping them out tomorrow, wearing them this evening even. Nice and cozied up. So if you'd like to be entered, I'm just going to repeat that real quick. Please comment on the live stream.
Yes, PantyNectar. So what do you have going on in your world?
So we are still in the Dirty 30s, and I thought a great topic for one of the Dirty 30 episodes would be throat pies.
Ooh, throat pies.
We like this.
Wow. Yeah. So what is a throat pie?
So it's when you would come down my throat, like during a blowjob, face fucking me. And it's really nice. One of the benefits to a throat pie is like you don't have to technically swallow.
Yeah.
It just like kind of is down there already. So
it's convenient, right?
It's nice. No cleanup. Yeah.
So I guess you have a positive outlook on throat pies.
I do. I like them, and I really like when especially when you're laying down and I just have my head laying on your belly sideways, and your dick's going down my throat like that. Like it just slides down so easy.
Yeah.
Gets all sloppy.
So just like a gooey little freaking like I don't know, like for some reason I just have like this like delivery, like I don't know, this is weird, but I'm thinking like of Christmas time and like Santa's elves like on like this like the reindeer pulling this gooey ass load down your throat or something.
That's like, so random. Mr. P's thoughts. There you go.
Yeah, but so I guess when you're having a blowjob and then I kind of grab your head a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about like you're saying right now where your head, it's kind of like you have one ear, I guess, laying like on my stomach. And then I'm just kind of like, I love that, like, because I can like hold your head close to my stomach.
I know.
And kind of hold it tight.
And it just slides, like your dick just slides right in down my throat, easy that way.
Yeah, and just kind of perfectly fuck your face like that.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of, unfortunately, it's kind of hard to like video, like in that.
We should get like a metal case for a magnetic case for our phone to put against the bedpost. Our bedpost is metal, which is very convenient. Yeah. And then it could stick like that and we could video from. That'd be good.
Imagine if we had like a micro camera that like we could put inside your mouth and like show it
with.
Yeah, like the tip of my dick coming
I could take all of it.
That'd be wild, right?
Yeah, that'd be weird. I don't know. I don't like those close-up videos.
Sticking out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Knowing me, I probably shock my dick and have to go to the ER or something.
Oh
like
God!
that.
You know, like if you, especially if you're a subscriber on OnlyFans, I posted pictures just the other day. Kev's laughing. Just the other day, after I think it was like after I'd given you a blowjob, I was so wet.
Yes.
Like that turns me on so much.
Yes.
Pleasuring you, especially blowjobs. I like blowjobs a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
how many do you think I've given you?
Oh, God.
If you had to estimate.
In total?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hundreds. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I think we've discussed this. I don't remember if it was on the podcast or on Discord one time. We were talking about it.
Could you imagine if I didn't like blowjobs?
We would not be sitting right here. I can tell you that.
Mr. P has to have a good blowjob.
Yeah, I think blowjobs are crucial to a good relationship. I just really do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like a blowjob is one of those things that like, it's kind of like a fucking Swiss Army knife. Like you can pop it out anywhere and it's kind of good at any time, you know, and it's like, you know, it's like, it doesn't even have to really be the best either. Kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
Oh,
like
God,
the tools.
it works.
Like, yeah, it just kind of works. Like the screwdriver on the Swiss Army knife that no one ever uses because it's so freaking flat, you know, and you're like, this is supposed to be a Phillips head screwdriver. Yeah. But it's Did
Kate give you a good blowjob?
But yes, she did. But it's like you can pull it out at any time and use it. And I think that like good blowjobs, you know, now, like we've discussed this, blowjobs can't be shitty because, I mean, it's like, what, you know, I don't know. You know, in most cases, I would say like E for effort, but, you know, if you're not doing your due diligence and fucking
Did I give good blowjobs when we first started dating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact, I did not let Mr. P, you've probably heard this if you've listened to a podcast. God, I did not have sex with him. I told him I'd give him a blowjob to let him know what he was in for, but
yeah, here we go. And we discussed this, and you say, well, it wasn't the same, but technically it was the same day.
No,
it was that morning
no.
2 a.m.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, but no. Yeah, no, that's all I'm thinking about. But I did.
What, blowjobs?
Yeah. No, about how you say that you didn't have sex with me the first night.
I did.
Which is true. It's true. But, man.
It made you call back and look at where you are now. Yeah.
Yeah. So back to the blowjob thing, right? I think that because let's face it, like you go on a trip somewhere, right? It doesn't matter if you're going down this you go to HEB, the grocery store or whatever, or like if you're going like on a cross country road trip and you got to fly, like you can always just kind of pop out a blowjob, you know, like get your dick sucked. Like I remember, man, it's funny. I remember one time, like I was probably like 18, and I was in Port Aransas, and it was one of my first times, I guess, seeing like a dude getting roadhead. Oh yeah, and but it wasn't really roadhead. This dude was just posted up at the ferries, but going back, you know, the ferry lines. And but he was driving his car, and there was this chick just slobbing on his knob right there, like right, because my cousin was with me. I don't even know what we were doing.
Were y'all in the same vehicle?
Not as the guy, but me and my cousin. He's like, "Hey, dude," he's like, "That guy's getting his dick sucked." I was like, "What?"
That's
yeah, and I'll never forget it because my cousin, he was driving a Cadillac CTS, as a matter of fact.
Nice.
It's funny because my cousin liked those cars, and I don't know But yeah, so see, this guy, he's stuck in the ferry line, and it's like, man, that kind of sucks. But he has this cool chick with him who's willing to suck his dick, and it's like, you know,
pop out a blowjob,
and give it to him. So I you know what? And I should write a book someday. But I would ask women to try if your relationship is kind of shitty, right? Because there are women that listen, a lot of women that listen to this podcast.
Oh yeah.
If your relationship is kind of not doing so good, just pop out a blowjob and suck your man's dick and see how much better his day gets.
Listen, ladies, he will listen to anything. Look at me in the eye right now live. Yeah. He will listen to anything that you say if you suck good dick.
You want to go shopping? He'll take you shopping. That's all you got to do.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, just I think, to get love, you got to give love, and sometimes if that means you got to give some blowjobs, then that means you got to give some blowjobs.
Yeah,
it keeps everyone happy. Why not?
Yeah, I don't understand the chicks that are adamantly against, but there are those girls that there's probably a fucking religion out there where these girls have all teamed together that hate sucking dick so much that
he's passionate about
they
that.
probably protest and shit somewhere.
I was listening to a radio show the other day in the car, and it was a male. It was 3 males, I think, on the radio show, but they were talking about how that some most majority of women don't once they get married, it's they don't like to give head anymore or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then they were also saying most women don't want to have lazy sex with their husband, where you just lazy sex where you just roll on your sides and you kind of do it real quick and you're both laying down. Yeah, that was one of our favorites.
Yeah. It's and good cuddle fucking.
Yeah, and they were women don't want to do that because they want all out love. They don't want lazy love. They want the full 100% thing. I'm no, you give me some dick and I'm happy. It doesn't matter what way it comes. It's okay.
So did they say a majority? Did they mean a majority? Were they just saying a lot of chicks?
I think they were just saying a lot of chicks.
Yeah, but that is true, man. So many marriages, and relationships, serious relationships, when people move in together, right? Mm-hmm. Just kind of goes down the drain,
because
sex.
You get comfortable and you stop dating each other and you stop doing I don't think our relationship would be as strong as it was if we didn't have such a good foundation at the core of you and I, which is we have a very healthy sexual relationship. And that in turn doesn't make us look outside of that for anything else because we're fulfilled here.
Right.
And if we're not, we can voice it and make those changes, you know? But I think it ultimately starts with a good sexual relationship. How many of you guys listening right now don't have a good relationship?
Yeah.
What does your sex life look like with that person?
Yeah. And I think that so many people I think that comes out through PantyNectar for us as well, just because we have to be creative and the different things that are going on, and it's so I think that it helps us personally too. I think that it's helped. PantyNectar has helped our relationship. We've talked about that. Having to if you want to gain confidence about yourself really quick, start a not safe for work Reddit or Twitter account or whatever. Go post your shit out there. And you'll be surprised. Most people will like it and be supportive. There's always dicks, but mean people, but pay attention to those people. So I would tell people if couples too, I'm not bullshitting. Take your stuff and put it out there. I'm not saying there's people who are just not comfortable with it, right? And if you're one of those, of course not. Don't do something you're not comfortable with. But if you've thought about doing it, do it.
It's funny, we love, no matter what your outlook on what we do is, we love you regardless. And we actually have a lot of friends that we love dearly, but we know they're in these lives that they're really not happy in, and they really wish it was a different way, but they're kind of just they've checked all the boxes, and they have this life for themselves that's pretty decent enough to wake up and continue to do. And it's kind of it makes you really grateful because you realize a lot of people don't live like you and I. They don't live one, in a life that they're comfortable with, but in their own skin that they're comfortable with. A lot of people don't live like that. I'm very grateful that I decided to take this step and pursue down this path, because it's really, what does Gary Vee say? Money doesn't make people, it exposes you. And I think that's the same with this stuff. It doesn't make you anyway, it exposes who you really are, and that shows in some of the content creators that we follow. We know how a lot of them truly are. They're there's some of them that are malicious, so it's it exposes you, and it removes a layer of facade that everyone gets to kind of put on their daily life.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really do that when everyone's seen you, when a million people have seen you naked.
Yeah. And it's funny, like when people like in our personal lives, you know, like talk to us, like you're kind of alluding to, like I told you, when I was up in Dallas a few weeks ago, I was talking to a close person that in my personal life, and like she was just like asking generally, like, what is it, you know, just like with general questions and like with pure like curiosity. And like people are so fascinated when like they hear like, oh, you have an OnlyFans or something like that. And what people think in their mind that goes on, it's like really the opposite, you know, like
we're like, in bed by 8, you guys.
Yeah, like there's like the glitz and glamour, like it's sorry, but like this is a real, like we just live like regular lives like normal people, and you see how we live, you know. And, yeah, and so like
we put that out there.
So, but it's fun to be able to talk to people about it, and that you know that it is a lot of hard work too. You know, that is a misconception that people have, that like, oh, it's easy, you know, to run a successful account and, you know, keep everybody happy, because there's a lot of people, you know, that you have to.
Every free minute I have is being used.
It's interacting with people and having fun and everything. And so, but it consumes a lot of your time. So like that's time that's away from doing things that you may want to be doing with, you know, friends or family in your personal life or something. So it is a ton of work. You know, but I think that if people want to fortify, like it'll make or break you.
Oh,
I really believe
absolutely.
that. Maybe like I shouldn't like make it sound all like glamorous for people, like, oh, it's just going to improve your life. It'll make or break you, but like if you want to do it, like go out and do it, man.
Yeah, because like you could, you know, there's so many people that make ugly comments and, oh, you're too skinny, or you know, your feet look weird, or I don't even know what the things that are said.
Yeah.
And if you choose to like listen to those things, and of course it'll break you, because like you are what's around you, and a lot of PantyNectar has attracted this amazing community. Like a lot of my friends that are curious about what I do and that I know in my personal life, they're always like, aren't you worried about weirdos or like things like that? And I'm like, well, anyone should be. But the thing is, PantyNectar has created this amazing community that, like, one, we all look out for each other, and two, you know, I don't attract that weird energy. I don't attract in my personal life, in my online stuff. Like that's not the way that it works. So you have to learn to block that out. And I think when you choose to put your life on the internet for everyone to see, you get everything. Don't think that like we just get the pretty stuff, but you have to learn to block that out, because at the end of the day, like, who am I? Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you, random person on the internet that I don't even know? Like, you know, it's like, irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. And when you choose to live your life like that, it's so much better of a place to be in.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, you talk about, it's just kind of more, I guess, and I was thinking like in the thread of just like putting yourself out there, because I was thinking about the guy that I'm helping right now that I've been talking to the past few days, and a very close person in my life, and he's doing something that's like, it's in the safer work realm, but it's his first, you know, he's like I guess he's in his early 40s, and he's like starting to make content, you know, like, and he's like, this is so weird to me. Like I'm a 40-something-year-old guy he goes, and he told me yesterday or this morning, he's like, yesterday I just created a TikTok account. He's like, I told him, I said, dude, like, I know right now what you're doing feels so foreign, but like, that's okay. Like that's what makes this so right, is like, you're having to put yourself out there and like out of your comfort zone. And it may feel like you have 3 dicks growing out of your forehead and, you know, whatever the case may be, but just go try things, you know. And in his case, he's making content for like this little business that he's going into. In our case, you know, we do it in a completely different way, but it's fun. It's fun. And it will, like I said, make or break you. Do you want to be made, or do you want to be broken?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So how that, throat pies.
Throat pies to wrap it up. We love a good throat pie.
Throat
well,
pies.
thank you for listening.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh no, I was just thinking about throat pies. But then sometimes, okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you ever had, whether it's with me or somebody else, have you ever had cum shoot out through your nostrils?
Oh, like from my throat into my nostril?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I can remember. Fuck, probably though.
Dude, I wonder if that'd burn.
Well, if you've ever gotten cum in your eye, has anyone gotten cum in their eye? It fucking burns.
Yeah,
that shit will make your eyes red. Even when you get water and soap, wash everything out.
Okay, so it makes me wonder. We should have one of these girls on the podcast that does bukkake. How do those girls that take 20 loads?
Fuck that.
And you see them with their eyes and
I'm a cum slut, but I don't want cum burning my eye.
I wonder if they wear contacts.
Legit
question.
Or
I don't
glasses.
Know. Well, no, I'm talking there's those chicks that wear glasses to try to minimize it, but those girls that can just straight up do that. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's all Mr. P's thinking about now, bukkakes. But yes, we love a good throat pie. We love blowjobs in general. All blowjobs.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the blowjob. Like I said, I told you, it's like a Swiss Army knife. And then you can step yourself up to a fucking Gerber.
What is a Gerber?
A half-ass knife brand.
Oh.
But then, I don't think Benchmade makes any Swiss Army type knives. I'm just talking about like if you start out with a chick that gives half-ass blowjobs like a Swiss Army knife and you need to upgrade
to a Gerber.
Just keep, and then you can upgrade past a Gerber.
Mr. P on Swiss Army knives and blowjobs.
In my head, it makes sense.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode. It is truly appreciated for spending your time with me. If you'd like to leave a review, that is greatly appreciated as well. And thank you again.
Are you going to do a giveaway?
Yes. Oh, giveaway for the panties.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Okay. The winner of my panties.
The winner. Are we going to do a drum roll or a panty slap?
Yeah. Okay. Off my ass.
Ooh, that's a booty slap.
People's ears
that's
just perked up.
Okay, yeah, do the ass slaps with.
Okay.
Nice.
Sunshine.
Sunshine is the winner.
Sunshine is the winner of the panties.
We give you a round of applause.
Okay, so I will message you right now. Thank you guys all for listening live, and thank you for listening right now.
Yes.
Until next time.
See ya. Congratulations, Sunshine.